And right now we're going to talk to the Blue Cross, and Linda Campbell joins us on the phone. Hi there, welcome to the programme.
Thank you, good morning.
Good morning to you. Now you're based over in Kimpton, I know that because I've got a little cat called Betty Boo. We've renamed it since, but from there, and you're a great place if people want to maybe find a rescue animal, aren't you?
Yeah, we rehome dogs, cats and rabbits here. We do have a website with photographs of all the animals that are looking for homes. As we're coming into the holiday period, Christmas time, things get a bit tight. So we are sort of asking people to have a look at the website, contact us, and we can tell them a little bit more about the animals that are here looking for homes. We've got these huge continental giant rabbits in at the moment. They're about 7 kilos. So I think Betty Boo would have an interesting time looking at one of them.
Well, we've got a rabbit, and yes, our cat often attempts to get to it, but luckily for the rabbit, it's safe in a sort of secure,
a hutch,
you know, or in an outside sort of play area. But certainly, people need to really be very careful about taking animals on, and it's notorious at Christmas, isn't it? You know, the thing about only for Christmas, or it's meant to be for life, not just for Christmas. Tell us about that.
Exactly. I mean, we do have a lot of education and leaflets and that on the website. Obviously, with the days are drawing in and it's getting darker, and with your animals, you know, it's like with rabbits, you've got to get out there, you've got to clean them still, even if it is dark and cold. You know, there is a big commitment to having an animal, or, you know, and it's going to be there for a few years of its life. So you've got to work out how much money it's going to cost you, and, you know, the commitment that needs to care for these animals now.
Yeah, my bit of advice, you know, because it relates personally to our family, we thought that a cat would be, you know, a bit more expensive and harder work and just generally not so good. So we got a rabbit. Then we discovered that the rabbit actually is the harder one to look after. Messy, much more expensive, and just generally more trouble, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
the cat's so much better.
Yeah, I mean,
but we've ended up with both.
You can compare. I think we're finding with the rabbits particularly, they are the forgotten pet that's in the hutch at the bottom of the garden. But in fact, you can make them out to house rabbits. You just have to make sure that you've got no wires and that. We have them out, you know, in the garden, make your garden secure. They are quite intelligent and they are a lot of fun, but definitely they do need more care than a cat. I think you're absolutely right. Yeah,
the other thing we discovered is that if you end up with your rabbit in your living room, which sounds like a nice thing to do, when it does a little bit of wee-wee, the stain on the carpet is almost impossible to get off. I mean, it's virtually impossible.
Really?
I think we did end up getting it off in the end, but
yeah.
I don't think that necessarily applies to all animals, or perhaps to cats so much.
You can train them. I mean, rabbits, believe it or not, we have a litter tray in there, and they can be litter trained. So, you know, we've got all advice that we can give you and teach you how to do that, and that could be a lot of fun. And we're also struggling at the moment with some of our older animals. We've got like a couple of dogs here that are 10 years plus, you know, and they're sort of struggling to capture people's hearts, that, you know, maybe the owners had to go into, you know, different accommodation, and they've had to leave their beloved pet behind, and those are the sad ones, I find, especially around Christmas time. You like to think of the older ones in front of the fire, not in a kennel with the bars and that really tugs at your heartstrings when you're working with them.
One thing we should mention is that if we come along for an animal like a cat, it comes ready to go, doesn't it? Ready to run, as they should say.
Fully
I mean,
MOT,
it comes with the vaccinations.
Full MOT certificate, they're neutered, vaccinated. We just ask you to keep them in for a couple of weeks, so you do need to be aware of the whole litter tray, cleaning out and that, and then you can let them out, because we don't want you letting them out in the first 24 hours, because the cat won't know where it's supposed to come home to. So we do ask you to keep them in, but then later on, obviously, you let them out, and then the litter tray is done and dusted.
Right, and you do dogs and cats and rabbits, obviously, as we've mentioned.
We do, all those
Anything
three.
Else?
No, just the dogs, cats and rabbits, thanks, that's enough.
I was thinking of pet snakes and,
you know,
iguanas and... No.
Yeah, not my forte, I'm afraid. I prefer the cuddlier versions.
Well, thanks very much. How do we find out more from you?
Yes, we're open Monday to Saturday, 10 o'clock till 4 o'clock. We close on a Wednesday at 3. Have a look on our website, www.bluecross.org.uk. Information there on our hours and the animals. You can see pictures. We've got videos up there now. And give us a call on 01438 832 232 and we can have a chat and help you out.
Thanks a lot, Linda.
Thank you for your time.
Cheers.
Bye.